Very good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study a new chapter from geography, that is agriculture. I know you're all excited for the new chapter, so without any delay, let's begin agriculture from geography, the second chapter. What are the contents in agriculture? We have to study types of farming that includes primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and commercial farming. Second one, cropping pattern depending on the season, Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid. Third one is the major crops. We are going to study the climatic conditions to grow the food crops other than grains, and the non-food crops. The last one, we are going to study technological and institutional reforms. Food security was there before, but it is omitted because you have studied that last year. So let's begin. In the today's video, I'm going to cover types of farming and cropping pattern. So where does this word agriculture comes from? It comes from the Latin word ager, which means soil, and culture, which means cultivation. The science and art of cultivation on the soil, raising crops and rearing livestock is called farming. Agriculture. Now, India is an agriculturally important country. Two-thirds of the population is engaged in agriculture. It's a primary activity which produces food and other raw materials for industries. Importance. More than 64% of the Indian population is directly or indirectly dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. It is their primary job. It provides food to the ever growing population of India. It provides fodder to the livestock. It provides raw materials to the agro-based industries. For example, sugar is an agro-based industry, so it provides sugarcane. Commercialization and mechanization of agriculture creates demand for the industries. Indian agriculture contributes valuable share to the GDP at last through the exports. We earn valuable foreign exchange for the country. So these are importance of agriculture. And Indian agriculture has earned a place of importance in the world economy by standing first in the production of groundnut, pulses, spices, tobacco, and oil seeds. India stands second in rice production and fourth in wheat production. Take this time to comment who is first in the production of rice and in the production of wheat. Please do comment. Straight away to the business, we are going to study types of farming. There are three types of farming. The first one is obviously the primitive subsistence farming. The second one is intensive subsistence farming. And the third one is commercial farming. Now, we'll go for the first one, that is primitive subsistence farming. As the name says, primitive means first. This type of farming is still practiced in few pockets of India. Primitive subsistence agriculture is practiced on small patches of land with the help of primitive tools like hoe, dao, and digging sticks, and the labor is their family. Tools you can see are very primitive. You don't have to get it from the factory. They are available in your home. Labor is available in your home and a small patch of land. This type of farming depends on monsoon, natural fertility of the soil, and suitability of other environmental conditions to the crops grown. Yeah, it's a naturally. Now it's called zooming cultivation also. It is also called as slash and burn agriculture. I've studied about this maybe in English. It is slash and burn. What they do is they take a patch of land, they clear it, cereals and other food crops are produced. When the fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation, thus creating slash and burn. The soil's fertility is replenished through natural process, so land productivity is low as the farmers don't use fertilizers or other modern inputs. So they keep on roaming here and there for the cultivation. It is also called as zooming in the northeast. Right. These are some of the names for the zooming cultivation. I'll just go through the names. Yes. Not so important. The other names, Jumeng is absolutely important. Kumari cultivation, as it is called in the Western Ghats. Right, these are the names. You can pause the video and take a look at these names for the general knowledge. Now you can see the tool here, right? Can you see the tool? It's a primitive tool. See, slash and burn. This is how Juming cultivation looks like. Let's go to the next one, that is intensive subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced in areas of high population pressure on land. It is labor intensive, means more labor is used, where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher production. Everything is more here. Now, recent years, what happened is right to inheritance, leading to the division of among successive generation has rendered land holding size uneconomical. What has happened due to the right to inheritance is people are inheriting the land, so the division of land is becoming lesser. Let's say your father had 4 acres and he had 4 sons. The next generation will inherit 1 acre per person. The next generation, maybe in cents. So the land division holding is becoming lesser. The size uneconomical, the farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative source. They do not have other source of livelihood. Thus, what they do is they put enormous pressure on the small patches of the land that they have, creating soil degradation. Remember? Commercial farming. What is commercial farming? Use of higher doses of modern inputs like HYV, seeds, high yield variety, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides. Commercialization of agriculture changes from one region to another. Best example for this is planting